Introducing now, in the red corner, wearing the green and black trunks, weighing in at 113.30 kilograms. His professional record, 22 victories, 10 defeats, 1 draw. He has 20 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Phoenix, Arizona, and now makes his home in Dallas, Texas. Here is heavyweight contender, Ross the Boss Purrity. Purrity. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, gold trim. He weighs in at 104.30 kgs. His professional record, 32 victories, 1 defeat. He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from the Republic of South Africa. Here is the South African heavyweight champion, Corrie Sanders. 12 rounds for the vacant WBU heavyweight championship of the world.
Referee Dave Harris issuing the instructions. He wants a good clean fight, big man. And of course, a lot of discipline required when it comes to big heavyweights because they can do a lot of damage if they don't obey the rules.
Yes, we've seen some rough and tumble heavyweight fights in the last 12 months.
I wasn't going to mention that as we go into round number 1.
And remember, of course, that Corrie Sanders is a southpaw. He's jabbing with the right hand, right foot forward. Quite noble for a heavyweight. He likes to move around the ring. Purrity holding those gloves rather high, Barry.
Yeah, strange style, although perhaps he knows also that Sanders has got a good left. The referee just says keep it up, but where Ross the Boss is wearing his belt is a little high. So he's going to hit that a few times, I would suggest.
Purrity has made no attempt to throw a punch yet.
Lunging left, jab, into midriff. And I would think, don't take your eyes off the screen.
Yes, this is a fight that could very well have an explosive ending.
And could be very quickly. Covered up, did Ross the Boss, Purrity. Those really just striking the arms of Sanders. Sanders is very aware. You can see it in his eyes. He's increasingly aware of things like that, how things can explode very quickly. Big right from Purrity. And that's what Sanders has got to watch.
Well, following his knockout defeat at the hands of Nate Tubbs, the word went around that Corrie Sanders does have a suspect chin. And I dare say that Ross Purrity will want to test it.
I would suggest that Sanders keeps that left just a little bit guarded towards the chin. Because that's a swinging right when it comes. If there's any indication the way he threw the first one. It seems to be a lunging, coming forward, and a swinging right from Sanders, from Purrity. All the while that's going on, the consideration and study by Purrity of Sanders is scoring points. And at this moment, 20 seconds to go in round number 1. This will be adjudged to be Sanders.
Well, Purrity very much in a defensive mode as we come to the end of the round.
little bit more left, and certainly let the right go when you need to. And from Sanders' corner, Harold Fulbrecht says he did well in the first round and would suggest he keeps going and moving and jabbing. Holds his hands very high. Purrity. Difficult for Sanders to get through any big punch onto the face, and particularly onto the chin and high side of the head of Purrity. Purrity still only let the one left jab go so far. Does so here. Oh, and Sanders almost throws him out the ring. I think that was a bit of a surprise.
Yes, he spun Purrity around, and American lost his balance. Luckily for him, he spun away from Sanders, and South African couldn't take full advantage of that.
Luckily for us, he didn't continue his onward journey, but he was on his way through to where we were sitting.
Yes, your left in particular, Barry.
So a moment of concern for us, and probably for Purrity as well.
Well, that could serve as a wake-up call for Purrity. And my goodness, he needs it. He's done very little in this fight so far.
The big right hand was what his publicity blurb said. He's a big hitter. I've never seen him fight before. I've seen, of course, a lot of Corrie Sanders over the years. He seems to put on a little bit of extra weight, Sanders, and that's probably good for him, as long as he's kept his fitness, as he always was, a very fit and a very good trainer, not a, as they call him, not a lazy trainer. This is good work for him, although a lot of these punches are going onto the arms of Purrity. But it's all point scoring, and Purrity hasn't thrown any punches. Sanders needs to just make sure and be aware that when he does throw a punch, it's probably going to be that right. And when it does come, it's going to come in a hurry.
Lots of mobility from Sanders. Moving to his left, sometimes to his right, as he did then. All the time, pushing out that right jab. Keeping Purrity preoccupied with defense.
Also, nice to see if a punch does come and when it comes, if Sanders is prepared to go in behind the punch. And that's just a bit of a jab, a left jab that didn't really do too much and didn't give Sanders an opportunity to get in behind the punch. Well, that was a strange one.
There was no knockdown.
Threw the punch and then fell over and laughs about it. Don't laugh too much, get your concentration back. The crowd on its toes.
There's something heavy going down, so brace yourself for a blast. The Mountain Dew Heavyweight Explosion, featuring USBA and IBF Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion Hasim Rahman. The Rock brings his undefeated record and 20 KOs to the Pepsi Arena December 4th. You've seen him on HBO, and now you can see him live and in person. Don't miss one powerful punch of this all-heavyweight card. The Mountain Dew Heavyweight Explosion. Boxing's big boys. Lightweights need not apply.
Everybody around the ring. Advice for other jockeys, stay out of my way.
Cigar Mile, this Saturday at Aqueduct.
I would like to see him do better. Round 3, scheduled for 12. Of course, anything can happen in heavyweight fight, Barry, and usually does.
Yep, it ends very quickly when the big ones come into action. Both these fellas are big fellas and can punch. I think Purrity knows that when he does throw, it's got to land. There's a great possibility that Sanders can come in from behind the right if it goes and land his left. Remembering that, of course, he's a southpaw.
Well, he's got that left hand cocked, ready to fire. From what we've seen so far, Sanders appears to have the faster hand speed, but of course we haven't seen too many punches from the American, so we don't really know how fast his hand speed is.
He threw a very quick right, did he not, in the first round, Bert, but that was a bit wayward when he threw it, but it was pretty quick when he threw it. Sanders is adapting the right approach. He's unloading and then disappearing. So if there is a right that's going to come, he's out of reach by the time, out of range by the time he's left the vicinity, like that. That right looks ever present, does it not, of Purity's?
Sanders making good use of the perimeter of this ring. Boxing from the outside.
Interesting. See Purity duck down there. The invasion of insects taking place at the moment.